It's safe to say that the old Vauxhall Insignia was a bit bland. It was a common sight on motorways and synonymous with sales reps and company car drivers that private buyers just didn't see it as cool, which was a bit harsh given that it's so frugal and well equipped. With this brand new version then, Vauxhall has upped the ante to put it in line with Skoda Superb, Ford Mondeo and pricier options from BMW and Audi. And now it's got a new name. It's called the Insignia Grand Sport, claiming to have even more space, even more kit, and somehow cheaper than the outgoing Insignia. Is it all too good to be true? We'll find out, starting with what it's like to drive. There's a wide variety of engines to choose from with the Insignia Grand Sport, ranging from 1.5 litre petrols to 2 litre diesels. But let's be honest, most people are going to go straight for the 1.6 litre diesel we've got today. It's a good choice too, offering flexible performance despite being the cheapest to run. That said, if you regularly fill all the seats in your car, you may wish to look at one of the more powerful engines. On standard suspension and relatively small alloy wheels, the Insignia Grand Sport rides over most bumps well, although it will start to fidget over rougher surfaces. Adaptive dampers are optional, but we definitely stay away from larger alloy wheels, which are likely to spoil that ride. When it comes to handling, the Insignia Grand Sport is much better than the outgoing model. The steering feels well weighted and accurate, and road and wind noise is not too bad. You can hear the diesel engine a little bit, and the petrol engines are even quieter. Well, the interior is a big step up from the outgoing model of Insignia, and these seats come as standard even on the entry-level model design, and they're supportive and comfortable. The only downside is you have to spec mid-range to get some lumbar support. There's plenty of adjustment, so you can find a comfortable driving position. And once you're there, forward visibility is excellent thanks to these slim pillars. Rear, not quite so good. However, if you go for Techline or Elite, you get parking sensors front and rear as standard, or you can spec them. There's also a reversing camera on the options list as well. Now, our only real complaint is that although it's a massive improvement, there's still a few areas that are a bit iffy. For example, these indicator and windscreen wiper stalks make a bit of a cheap twang when you use them. A 7-inch touchscreen is standard on the Vauxhall Insignia Grand Sport. However, if you go for sat-nav, like we've got in this car, you get this 8-inch touchscreen. Overall, it's easy to use and the icons are large enough so that you can use it on the move. Plus, you can connect your phone to Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. The only downside is when you're trying to scroll through the radio stations, it can feel a little jerky and not quite so easy to use. You also get Vauxhall's OnStar service, which has a 4G Wi-Fi hotspot and a dedicated call centre. It can send instructions to the sat-nav and even call emergency services if you're unfortunate enough to be involved in an accident. Now though, I'm going to connect my mobile phone and see how easy it is to set a destination in the sat-nav. First of all, I'm going to connect my mobile phone. So if I click on Pair Device, and go to my Bluetooth, and hopefully I will find the Vauxhall here somewhere. Set pin, I was quite happy with the one it generated. Very new device, yes, that matches. Okay, but wow, that must be the quickest connection ever. I am super impressed, Vauxhall. Will you be as good with setting a destination in the sat-nav? Will it be just as easy? Okay, destination, address, let's go for Dartmouth. Go and see some boats. Dartmouth, street, High Street, or Street. High Street might not even exist. Ah, there we go, Higher Ferry. We'll definitely see some boats there. Tick, go. Wow, super easy. There's plenty of space here up front and your passenger will really feel like they can stretch their legs out. And there's also a lot of storage spaces. For example, there's quite a deep storage space there and another one there. We have cup holders here, decent sized door bin, and glove box is pretty good size. Move to the back and it's a bit of a mixed bag. The seats are comfortable because they actually have a bit of lumbar support, which is a criticism of BMW and Audi's back seats where it's lacking. And there's plenty of leg room, although because of the sloping roofline, taller passengers may struggle with headroom. Move to the middle seat and you've got to put your feet on this big lump in the floor or either side, and even for 5'4.5" me, it is a little bit squishy. The Insignia Grand Sport's boot is big enough for a couple of sets of golf clubs or some holiday luggage, but most of its key rivals offer more space. Plus, while the rear seats do fold down to increase that room more, you can't get a variable height boot floor even as an option. One of the big things going for the Insignia Grand Sport is its price tag, and that's before you've wrangled some discounts out of the dealers and benefited from attractive finance options. And if it's a company car, the benefit in kind payments should be cheaper than a lot of rivals. Go for the 1.6 litre diesel engine as most buyers will, and running costs should also be fairly cheap. And team it with our recommended design nav trim level and you'll get everything you'll need, including keyless entry and start, air conditioning and sat-nav. Every Insignia comes with automatic emergency braking and lane keeping assistance too. The Vauxhall Insignia Grand Sport is now more appealing to company car drivers and private buyers than ever before. But there are more luxurious and more practical rivals around. That said, if you're looking for a well-equipped motorway cruiser, it definitely deserves a place on your shortlist. Now, if you're thinking of buying an Insignia Grand Sport, then head over to our new car buyer marketplace where we can save you money on your next car. And head over to whatcar.com for our full review of this car, as well as other key rivals. And of course, remember to hit subscribe to never miss a video.